Hello my viewers and welcome back to my channel. Subscribe, like, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a video you will be notified about it. So in today's video we confront the disturbing reality of articism perpetuated by a young palm color woman's reprehensible remarks on social media. Now her blatant disregard for the dignity and identity of black individuals has sparked outrage and rightfully drawn condemnation from communities worldwide by asserting that being black disqualifies one from embodying country culture. Now, she not only displays profound ignorance, but also perpetuates harmful stereotypes and deep-seated prejudices. So let us take a look into her video to call out and challenge the articism embedded in her statements, highlighting the harmful impact of such attitudes on marginalized communities. With that said, check out these videos. I will be right back.
I'm sorry, but if you're black, you're not country. I don't care. And I wish I meant that in the nicest way. But babe, I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, I guess, your great granny and grandpas, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planting.
2024 and people still act like they don't know what a digital footprint is. They still act like they don't know that what they put on the internet, it's not going nowhere. It's gonna be here forever. People be on here saying the most craziest things, acting like, you know, it's not gonna come back to haunt them. Whether it was 10 years ago or something current, this stuff is gonna be brought up again. It's really crazy how some of these racists are really losing their mind, all because Beyonce made some country music. If you continue to watch the full video, this is a student, I believe they said she's at Indiana State University, and she's a nursing major. You're gonna lose all of that. Once this gets the attention that it needs to get and people really start spreading this and it gets back to the university, they're gonna have no choice but to handle it in some way. You're gonna get kicked out of school. You know, imagine you becoming a nurse. You know, somebody that's supposed to treat people of all colors, all races, all ethnicities and stuff like that. But you have that type of hatred towards black folks. That's crazy. Not only is the internet exposing the racists, but it's also showing just how stupid they are. Because even if this is how you felt towards black people, why in the hell would you come on the internet and say this? That don't make no damn sense.
You got the right one on the wrong damn day, because you really tried it. You must not have seen my video response to Wonder Woman's ass. But I have the same enlightenment for you, so not to worry. I know with all the talks of CERN over the past couple of weeks, you may have felt like we jumped timelines back into the damn 50s, but I'm here to let you know, this is a new day and age. A new day and age where people like you don't get to just say what the hell you want to say without consequence. And unfortunately for you, you don't get to be disrespectful and then provide limitations on the disrespect that you get back. And I'm gonna just tell you, I was willing to let everything go until you came out with that picking and planting comment, because now I'm gonna have to slide on your ass. I have to agree with you though. We were out in the fields picking, as you stated. You know why? Because we're the neuromelanated original beings of the lands, all lands. And because of that, we can withstand true nature, which is the sun. So they had no choice but to put us out there to pick, because who else was gonna do it? We know you couldn't withstand anything. As far as planting, that's what I'm about to do to you. Plant these seeds so you can bloom into something better, because what I see right now is an ugly, demonic, racist, hateful being. The great news is that my soul's purpose on this realm is to arm my people with knowledge of self so that we can be liberated, and then we can deal with people like you, aka the lost and weak. So this next part of the message is not only for you, but people who share the same sentiments and ideologies as you. If you're not racist and you rock with us, we appreciate you. This message is not for you, so don't get in your feelings. Y'all know I always move in love and light, peace and all that, but y'all know there's duality, right? And in duality, we have to have balance. So that means that I can be on my chaos energy sometimes, and that's what I'm doing today. Before we get started, let me give a disclaimer to my people and let you know no energy was wasted here. So don't come in the comments telling me don't waste my energy on her. That's the problem. We've been letting them slide a little bit too long. It's time to slide back. And I can assure you no energy was wasted. Now that we got all the disclaimers out the way, it's time that I dismantle these white supremacist ideologies that you still have lingering clearly from your mima and pawpaw. And so now when you mention our grannies and grandpas were picking and not planting but being sold for money, why are you leaving things out? Let's talk about everything else that they did. Since you're aspiring to be a nurse, this next term should be extremely familiar to you. It's called a wet nurse. Have you ever heard of it? If not, no worries, Bookie, but I got you. A wet nurse was a hot commodity back in the 1850s. Actually, a hot commodity amongst people that looked somewhat like you. And guess what they used them for? To feed their children, specifically breastfeed their children. So, disrespect should be the furthest thing from your mouth when it comes to speaking about the neuromelanated beings that provided nourishment for you and your people for many centuries. And while my granny was providing nourishment, my grandpa was out there doing that labor that your goddamn grandfathers could never do. I acknowledge, though, I can't fully blame you for your ignorance because you've been schooled your whole life. You've been taught how to think by your forefathers. Honestly, my people are to blame as well because we are known for laying down with the ops, pillow talking, sharing our deepest, darkest secrets, and giving y'all all the game that we got just for y'all to sneak right on in like a thief in the night and steal everything right up under our goddamn noses. And I gotta admit, y'all real slick because y'all never do it real gangster. Y'all don't come just take it. You do it real subtle. Now let's talk about the statements you made about country, because you completely loud and wrong on that. Our country right now is pretty much white dominated. All that's about to change because remember, just like the earth and Mother Nature, Mother Gaia is returning back to her original state, so is everything else, which means everything is returning back to its rightful owners, the original people. If you didn't know, the best storytellers are the ones that been through some things. And yes, everybody goes through things, but ask yourself and be honest. What group of people have been through and suffered the most across the globe? Yeah, that's what I thought. So guess what? Storytelling is our shit. Enslaved people in the Americas as well as Africa were uprooted from their homes by your people. We unfortunately introduced white people to all layers of our culture, which included our music, our food, and our slang. And because as a people, we always turn lemons into lemonade, we turned our hardships and pain into something amazing. And that's when blues was birthed. From there, other genres such as bluegrass, punk, rock and roll, and so much more was created. Oh, and guess what else? Country music. Before it was called country music, it was referred to as hillbilly. Country music is known for the use of the banjo, and if you look into the origins of where the banjo originates from, you'll see that that comes from Africa. So you read between the lines and figure out who created what. Not even on front. I can't blame the culture vultures. You know why? Because everything we do is so dope. That's why y'all stole everything. That's why y'all suppressed who we truly are. Because y'all know the greatness that we have instilled within us. Trust me, I'm not being cocky when I say that. I'm being confident. It's a difference. And I know that something about that probably makes you uncomfortable and people like you uncomfortable, but who cares? And you know what else, Asa? I know it's hard for you to fathom that it's a new energy here, a new day and age to where we're no longer weak, brittle, scared, beaten, shackled by people that look like you. We are standing in our power because we not only now have the knowledge, but we know that we've always possessed the power. So just remember the next time before you open up that little mouth of yours, make sure you have all the facts straight and all your ducks in a row. And oh yeah, and next time, watch your tone, sweetie pie. Peace, love, and light.
Oh, wow. That young girl said that with her whole chest, didn't she? Her hair was all cocked. And what'd she say, ladies and gentlemen? She said our great-great-grandparents were picking. They was picking. Wow, I tell you about audacity. It's running rapid. It is running rapid. These poor people, they have no idea what they're doing. But I can guarantee you, after that eclipse that just passed us yesterday, We are grateful for our ancestors. People, please let us hear us when we say we are very grateful for them, for their sacrifice, as well as the Reconstruction era, the Jim Crow era. We are appreciative of them, but we're not them. Again, especially now, we are truly that come around and find out people. Come around and find out. And so, with the protests that's going on in response to her idiotic and stupid comment, because I'm sure she didn't do no research before she started flapping and yapping at the lip to even understand and learn about the history of country music and where it came from. I'm sure she didn't, but I digress. I'm sure, her cohorts, as well displayed by in the University of Indiana's sorry excuse for a press release saying that they, in essence, don't care. I'm not even bothering with what they said, but they don't care. And I'm sure her cohorts are all swarming around her. Oh, we gotta protect her. We gotta make sure she's safe, because the pickers are gonna come get her, I'm sure. But yeah, we're not them, ladies and gentlemen. We're not them. And that eclipse, people, Karma wears the dress that has never been rent. It has never been rent, and it never will. If you all do not stop with this stupid and foolish ideology and thinking and behaviors against people who you can never, ever erase or remove or delete, the audacity. The audacity. Well, like I said, you're gonna mess around and you're going to find out the hard way. My suggestion is that young lady take this time, take this instance to do better. And those who think like her, who believes as she does, get yourself some learning. Get yourself some learning. And if you can't do that, go sit down. Because I'm telling you, things have changed. Things have changed. That's all. From the Pickers generation.
Country is a derivative of the blues. The origins of country music is white blues music. And the blues was started by black people. I'm pretty sure Charlie Pride is rolling over in his grave with that bullshit. I mean, there is a whole host of black country music stars on this social media application. I forgot what his name is, but I love the song. I said, oh, no, in the bell. I won't let you run from this one. I fucking love that song. I'm sorry. Pasty Patty. You don't look very country your goddamn self. If we're just going off looks. Ray Charles made a country album. I already mentioned Charlie Pride. Darius Rucker? He was a hootie in the Blowfish. He's a big ass country star. Where do you get this fucking shit? Where do you get it? Who? Listen, this is gonna be hard for some of y'all to hear. Okay? Some of you racists have become very comfortable in enclaves. Allow me to be the enclave breaker. If you can do it, it is open to the public, and anyone can join, then so can we.
You know, there's no blacks in heavy metal.
The fuck there isn't.
You know, there's no blacks in rock.
The same way y'all feel about Eminem, is the same way we feel about everything else.
Now, the girl who made that video, her name is Asa Blanton, and she goes to Indiana State University. Now, a lot of people were wondering if Indiana State University would make a statement on this. It looks like they kind of did. This statement was released the other day. It was buried underneath a newsletter. It states that they're monitoring the situation, and they also stated that their views do not align with the person who made that video. Now, apparently that was enough for the students at Indiana State University, because there were protests there the other day. Hopefully, actual disciplinary action will be taken on that girl, because what she said was disgusting.
Okay, so she said this on camera with her real face and full chest. The guts, guys. Like, where do these people even get them from? Like, you literally record that and be like, yes, let me upload this because, yeah, it is right. Wow. Just wow. Now, I've heard people say articism doesn't exist, then ignore the people that say these things. Now, I have some comments saying they don't like Beyonce's country album, but it stops there. If the album wasn't her cup of tea, she would have just left it there. I mean, this Asa Blanton girl, or whatever her name is, took it where it doesn't belong. She really took it where it doesn't belong. Now, her R to the cis remarks serves as a stark reminder of the insidious nature of prejudice and the urgent need for greater awareness and accountability, especially in educational and professional settings. Firstly, her assertion that being black disqualifies one from embodying country culture is not only baseless, but also deeply offensive. Country culture, like any other cultural identity, is not limited by race or ethnicity. By making such a statement, she perpetuates harmful stereotypes and reinforces divisions within society, undermining the rich diversity that exists within country communities. Now, the fact that she is a university student studying nursing adds another layer of concern. Nursing is a profession that requires compassion, empathy, and a commitment to providing care to individuals from diverse backgrounds. Yet, her R to the cis remarks call into question her ability to fulfill these responsibilities. How can someone who harbors such prejudiced views be trusted to provide equitable and culturally competent care for non-PAM color patients? Now, the implications are troubling, raising serious doubts about her suitability for a career in healthcare. Moreover, her status as a university student studying nursing highlights the need for greater education and awareness around issues of race and diversity within academic institutions. Universities have a responsibility to foster inclusive learning environments and equip students with the knowledge and skills necessary to navigate a diverse and multicultural world. It is disheartening to see that, despite being enrolled in a program that emphasizes care and compassion, this individual has failed to internalize these values. The condemnation of this young woman's R to the cis remarks serves as a reminder of the pervasive nature of prejudice and the importance of confronting and challenging it wherever it manifests. Her statements not only perpetuate harmful stereotypes, but also raise serious concerns about her suitability for a career in healthcare. Now, her audacious remark about black grandparents peaking reflects a disturbing perpetuation of racial stereotypes and a complete lack of understanding of historical realities. Her comment not only displays ignorance but also demonstrates a shocking insensitivity to the painful legacy of slavery and racial oppression. To suggest that black individuals' cultural heritage can be reduced to a history of picking cotton is deeply offensive and dehumanizing. It trivializes the systemic exploitation and violence endured by black people throughout history, reducing experiences of black people to a mere stereotype. Now, such a remark is a glaring example of the enduring articism and WP that continues to pervade society. Her use of the word "girth" implies a casual indifference to the historical suffering of black communities. It suggests a lack of empathy and awareness of the profound impact of slavery and racial discrimination on generations of black Americans. By trivializing this history, she not only diminishes the struggles of past generations, but also perpetuates harmful narratives that contribute to ongoing racial inequality. Her willingness to make such a callous remark underscores the urgent need for greater education and awareness around issues of race and privilege. It highlights the importance of confronting unconscious bias and challenging harmful stereotypes that perpetuate racial divisions and injustice. Now, her art to the cis remarks allegedly sparked by Beyonce's new album underscores the dangerous consequences of cultural ignorance and racial prejudice. While artistic expressions like music albums can provoke discussions and reflections on societal issues, resulting to art to the cis comments in response is entirely unwarranted and unacceptable. It is concerning that the release of Beyonce's album would incite such vitriolic and discriminatory responses. Rather than engaging with the music and its themes in a constructive manner, this individual chose to express her bigotry, revealing deep-seated biases that have no place in modern society. Moreover, attributing her art to the cis remarks to Beyonce's album only serves to deflect responsibility and trivialize the gravity of her words. It is crucial to recognize that articism is not provoked by artistic expression, but is rooted in systemic inequalities, cultural biases, and individual attitudes. This incident highlights the ongoing need for education, awareness, and dialogue surrounding issues of race and privilege. It is a stark reminder that despite progress in some areas, articism continues to persist in various forms, permitting social interactions and perpetuating harm. While Beyonce's album may prompt important discussions about race and identity, resulting to articism in response is never justified. This incident serves as a sobering reminder of the work that still needs to be done to combat articism and promote understanding and empathy in our communities. Beyonce is known for using her platform to address social and cultural issues, including race, feminism, and empowerment. Her music often explores themes of identity, resilience, and the Black experience in America. As one of the most influential artists of our time, her work has sparked important conversations about race and representation in popular culture. Now, while specifics about Beyonce's new album may vary, her previous releases have often contained powerful messages about racial pride, activism, and social justice. From the unapologetic celebration of Black culture in albums like Lemonade to the politically charged visuals of Formation, Beyonce's music has been praised for its boldness and authenticity in addressing issues of race and identity. Given Beyonce's history of addressing racial themes in her music, it's not surprising that her new album may provoke strong reactions from audiences. While many fans may celebrate the album's messages of empowerment and cultural pride, others may feel uncomfortable or threatened by its unapologetic celebration of Blackness. Now, this discomfort can sometimes manifest in art to the cis comments or backlash, as seen in the case of the young woman's remarks. Despite the controversy surrounding Beyonce's album, it also presents an opportunity for meaningful dialogue about race, identity, and cultural representation. By engaging with the album's themes and messages in a thoughtful and constructive manner, audiences can deepen their understanding of the complexities of racial dynamics and contribute to a more inclusive and equitable society. Beyonce's new album has the potential to spark important conversations about race and identity, but it also highlights the ongoing challenges of addressing articism and prejudice in our society. We have finally come to the end of the video. What do my viewers have to say about this? Share your thoughts as well in the comment section. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.